Once the array is applied, other details remain to be realized, including the interior decoration and, in particular, the stairs that would have connected the ground floor with the second floor and the terrace. Let us therefore make a staircase, because precisely as I said at the beginning, we have no written evidence that there had been internal stairs between the two masonries. Therefore, let us assume a rung staircase. Let us insert a cube into the scene with a small size, 0.1 per side. This should then be the origin of one of the vertical axes of the staircase, and we stretch it along the z-axis for a height of 7 meters. Then move it with a snap at the vertices, so G, Z, Ctrl. Let's see if it sticks out from the top. We can stretch it some more by selecting the top face, and with GZ I can stretch it. Now we position ourselves in the top view, move it and duplicate it with Shift D, X. These should be the vertical rods of the ladder or staircase. Now we can deal with the rungs. Shift A, cube. This time slightly smaller in size, so 0.08 per side. And again we scale it along the x-axis. Let's pose it in view from above, lower it and duplicate it. Again, as the moldings that we have made for the stringer, we can make use of the array modifier. By default, the offset is set to the x-axis. However, if I set the x-axis to 0, increase the y-axis and increase the number of rungs to 21, this is the result, the final result, which is already composed staircase more easily. At this point, we can apply the modifier and then join the elements with Ctrl J. We can rename the element with the name stair1 to better identify it and move the element so that it does not intersect with the mouth of the tank of the cistern. Then we apply rotation along the x-axis by pressing Rx and move the element to the position we are most comfortable with. We repeat the Rx key combination to rotate it until the scale is in the right position. To make the model more complete, we can create another staircase and place it on the walking surface. We do not duplicate the previous staircase because the one we will need it will be smaller. By clicking Shift A and then selecting the cube within the mesh menu, we set the same parameters as before, so 0.1 to x, 0.1 to y, and 0.1 to z. We place the stair on the ground and stretch it along the x-axis. We duplicate with Shift D to get a second ladder beam. For the rungs, we duplicate and scale one of the beams. For convenience, we can hide some of the elements in this way to have clearer elements. And then we can apply the array modifier, which however is to be set on the x-axis this time. We add 10 rungs and apply the modifier. We can merge the elements with Ctrl J and rename the element that is created with stir2. We move it to the location we prefer. We show all the elements to see the result, and if we prefer, we can slightly scale it down. This staircase may be useful to us later, moving it outside as a passage from the bridge to the inside of the tower. For now, however, we can leave it on the inside floor.